السلام عليكم. أهلا وسهلا في درس اليوم. Hello, welcome to today's lesson in which we will go through about 70 verbs in Arabic used daily. I will show their conjugations in the simple present time tense. Let's start with the first batch of verbs, keeping in mind that I placed verbs in this lesson in a way how our daily routines are. Before going ahead, I want you to keep attention to the verb conjugations in the present simple time tense in Arabic when a verb starts with an extra alif. Also, please pay attention to the change occur on the verb format when it is a three-letter containing verb and has vowel letters in its infinitive form. So let's start with the first batch. Here is to wake up. There are several ways in Arabic to say to wake up. The first way, استيقظ. Keep attention, this verb starts with an extra alif, so we remove it, then we conjugate the next verb, صحى. This verb is three-letter containing a vowel at the end of it. This verb is highly used in today's spoken dialects, so it has a star. Especially in my Saudi dialect, it's highly used. And the way we say it in today's spoken dialects is a bit different from the modern standard Arabic way, so I put the conjugation for today's spoken dialects, especially the Saudi one, between brackets. The next verb, also to wake up, فاقة. This is highly used in today's spoken dialects, and it is used a lot in Levantine, but also it's used in other today's spoken dialects, like in Saudi Arabia, so we use it, in Egyptian they use it. So the same thing about this verb, it has in the middle a vowel. The conjugation, you need to pay attention for it. In today's spoken dialects, we made a little bit change for the format, how it looks like comparing to the modern standard Arabic, so I put between brackets. The next verb is about to get up after waking up. To get up, قام. This is the pronunciation in the modern standard Arabic. In my Saudi dialect, we say قام. We don't say قام, we say قام. The pronunciation of قاف is different. And pay attention, also the middle letter is a vowel. I put a star because this verb is used highly in today's spoken dialects as well as in modern standard Arabic. Yeah. Now let's take the second batch. So, when you wake up sometimes you extend yourself, right? So to extend yourself, تمدد. To extend or to stretch. The second way, تمطط, from مطاط, like the rubber. So the verb came from the rubber action, تمطط, or تمغط. I would say all these three verbs here, they are similar in the usage of today's spoken dialects. Depends on the dialect. In my own dialect, I say تمدد, تمطط, تمغط, all the three of them. Usually, if I would like to say it in a formal or much gentle way, I would say تمدد, but I still say تمطط, تمغط, but this is high likely when I talk to friends or family member. Yeah, the next group, it is to wear clothes. So, to wear, ارتدى. Clothes, like for example, his clothes, ملابس. The other verb is لبس. I would say the verb لبس is highly used in today's spoken dialects. Yeah, the next batch. We start with the verb to wash. To wash, غسل or غسل. Both of them, it means to wash. But if you want to wash something in your body, we use غسل with شدة. High likely, but still if you want to use غسل without شدة, it's still correct. So let's use غسل with شدة. غسل يديه, he washed his hands. So the infinitive verb in Arabic. The conjugations here for hands, for example, my hands, your hands, our hands, etc. It has the conjugation, the modern standard Arabic here in white, and in today's spoken dialects, orangish yellow or yellowish orange. Yeah, so let's move to the next one. To say brush teeth. To brush, فرفرشة. فرفرشة, it has to be with شدة, because if it's فرشة without شدة, it will be a completely different meaning. So, to brush his teeth, فرشة أسنانه. Yeah. The next one, to shave, حلق. This is in my dialect. In modern standard Arabic, I would say حلق. The modern standard Arabic قا, and my Saudi dialect ج. The next one, to comb. To comb is مشط. It has to be with شدة on شاء. مشط, to comb. His hair, شعره. The next one, which will be the verb to work out or to exercise. There are different ways in Arabic to say to work out or to exercise, similar to English. So the first way is تمرن. The second way, تريض. تريض is from رياضة, which means a sport. تريض. The next one, لعب رياضة. Play, sport. The next verb, it will be related to expose yourself to the sun in the morning or before sunset time. We say شمس. شمس. You can say to suntan, but to suntan, actually, if we want just to tan ourselves, we called it tan, similar to the English one, in addition to chammas. But when we say chammas, high likely we want to get the benefit of sun exposures, which is getting vitamin D. Yeah. Let's move to the next one. The verb here is to shower. There are a lot of ways to say to shower or to have a shower or to take a shower as you want to say it in English, in Arabic. So let's see the first way. The first way is taham. There's shadda on the last letter meme. Keep an attention that the alif here, the extra alif at the beginning, has to be removed before conjugating the verb. The second verb, تروش. This is used more in today's spoken dialects. I would be wrong if I say that, but this is at least in my own dialect. But in my own dialect, we use taham, تروش, both. But there are some dialects, like for example, Levantine, they use more taham than تروش. So it depends on the dialect and where you are. But you need to know both of them so that you can understand the language spoken in front of you. So the next one, اغتسل. اغتسل, this is like very, very old, strong Arabic to mean to shower. It's basically to wash every part of your body. So if you remember, the word wash is غسل or غسل. اغتسل is like on purpose to wash every single part of your body, so it is to shower. We high likely use this word in religious use or in the formal modern standard Arabic. The next way is to say, I'm not going to put the conjugations because I think it's easy for you. Just pay attention that the conjugations of اغتسل, you need to remove the extra alif at the beginning. Then here, أخذ حمام. It literally means take a bath. Then أخذ dush. It literally means take a shower. Then أخذ shower, which is the English word shower. We use it. أخذ shower. Take a shower. Yeah. Let's move to the next verb, which is about to dry yourself after showering, right? So to dry itself, جفف. Also to dry is جف, without the next fa. But when you do it intentionally, to dry something like your body or something on purpose, we say جفف. But when you leave something to dry by its own, you say جف without the last fa. So it's only جف with shadda. Since we are drying our body on purpose, so we will use the verb جفف. His body, جسمه. So to dry his body, جفف جسمه. The next is the same thing, but instead of جفف, we say نشف. If we want to say just to dry, like for example, I leave dry without like being on purpose, so نشف without the shadda, نشف. But here we are drying on purpose, so we use نشف. His body, جسمه. And then you can follow the conjugations shown here. Let's move to the next one. The verb here is about to dry hair after showering. We can still use the same verb to dry like on purpose our body. We use جفف شعره. You can see the conjugations here. But also we can use the French word from سشوى. So استشور شعره. استشور, it has an extra alif at the beginning, so we remove it and we conjugate the verb. Honestly, we use both, but sometimes we make distinctive usage, like when we just dry without making it very straight just to make it dry, we use the verb جفف. When we make it straight, like very nicely hair dry, so we say استشور. The next one is about to put makeup. So it's very funny. There are different ways to use the word makeup. The first way is to say it literally, to put makeup. Put has different verbs. We can use وضع, modern standard Arabic pronunciation. My Saudi pronunciation is وضع, or حط. Then you can say وضع مكياج. Maquillage is meaning a makeup. حط مكياج. Both of them are possible. The conjugation are shown here, keeping in mind that the verb وضع starts with the vowel letter wa, so we remove it, and after that we conjugate. The second thing I want you to pay attention for it, we use today spoken dialects more the word حط مكياج than وضع مكياج. The next verb for makeup is to use the French-like word, like maquillage. We just make a verb of it, تمكيج. So let's move to the next one, which is about to get ready. So there are different ways to say to get ready. The first way is to say استعد. Keep in mind this استعد start with an extra alif, so before conjugating we remove it, then we conjugate. The next verb is تجهز. تجهز, it means to prepare or to get ready. The next verb is about to work. عمل and to work اشتغل. But for اشتغل, you need to remove the extra alif at the beginning of the verb before conjugation. The next, the verb to walk, مشى. Pay attention that this is a 3-letter containing verb ending with a vowel. The next verb, to jog. To jog is هرولة. The next one is to run. To run, there are different ways in Arabic to say to run, and actually it's every word it has a specific meaning for the method of running. Is it too fast or normal running, or is it for towards something? I'm presenting in the lesson the most used ways, and I would show some important verbs, but keep in mind there are more verbs in Arabic for these activities because it's really important part of the Arabic culture when it started in the Arab island, when they used to be a nomad people. Walking, jogging, and running is so important for them to travel around. Yeah, so let's start with the verb jara. It's a 3-letter containing verb ending with a vowel. Then the next verb is rakad. Rakad. Rakad is the modern standard Arabic pronunciation. Rakad is my Saudi pronunciation. Also, we have ada. This is usually when you hear in the Olympic news or something related to a competition in running, we use more the word ada, or like for example when you want to describe a runner we say adda. So you need to get familiar with this one. Yeah, the next verb is to teach. We have different ways to teach, but the high used ways درس علم. I want you to keep attention because there are a lot of people make these mistakes, especially people who are already Arab and want to learn English, or English speakers want to learn Arabic. There is a big challenge to understand the active verbs coming from non-active verbs. So when I learn something, alima, to know something, alima. To make someone in an active action know something, so basically it's teaching, علم. So we have this shadda here. علم. When you study is درس. درس. Without shadda. But when I make the active action to make someone study, so basically teach someone to make him study, so is درس. درس. So never forget this, okay? درس is to teach. درس to study. علم to teach. To make someone learn, to make someone gain knowledge. From ilm. Ilm, it means knowledge. Alima, to know. Allama, to make someone learn a knowledge or gain a knowledge or to know something. Keep attention, that means allama also can be used to tell someone something as well. Okay, now what about to study? In Arabic, there are different ways to say to study depending on the study style. To just study generally is darasa. To study hard, okay, especially when it's include memorizing, analysis, we say ذاكر. When it is just memorizing, studying by memorizing, it is حفظ. Yeah, let's move to the next one. The verb here is to think. To think, فكر. It's an active action, okay? Then the next one is to cook. طبخ. Then after cooking, we eat. So to eat, أكل. I want you to keep an attention here that this 3-letter containing verbs, the first one is hamza, is not a vowel. Even if it is standing on alif, it's hamza, is not vowel. So we just add the conjugation to it. The first one, when we say I eat, أنا أأكل. And when we have two hamza next to each other, we just make something called hamza mamduda. So we say أنا آكل. Yeah. Then the next one is to drink. شرب. Let's move to the next one. The verb to play. لعب. Then the verb to write, كتب. Then the verb to send, رسل. When you receive a message, what you need to read it, قرأ. قرأ in the modern standard Arabic. In my Saudi dialect, I say قرأ. When the hamza come at the end, usually we don't stand too hard on it. Like for example, my name, Hana, but usually we don't say Hana, we just say Hana, قرأ. Okay? So قرأ or قرأ or قرأ in my Saudi dialect. The verb to worry. The verb to worry, there are different ways to say it. It depends on how you are worried, but I will present two common ways of them. The first way is to say قلق. This is in my standard Arabic. In my Saudi dialect, قلق. The second way, توتر, to get worried or to get anxious. The next verb, to cry, بكى. 3-letter containing verb has a vowel letter at the end of it. The next verb, to smile, ابتسم. ابتسم is an active smiling. When it is just smiling without being active, it becomes بسمة. Anyway, most of the time we smile in an active way, so we use ابتسم. Keep an attention. You need to remove the extra alif at the beginning, then you conjugate. The next verb is to laugh, ضحك, or ضحك if you want to pronounce it a different way. ضحك. In my Saudi dialect, we say ضحك. Yeah, let's move to the next one, the verb to talk. The first way to say is تحدث. The second way is to say تكلم. Both of them are common in today's spoken dialects as well. I use more the word تكلم, but I still also use تحدث. The next is to keep quiet or to keep silent or not to talk or to stop talking. صمت, سكت. To leave a place, غادر, and also to leave a place or to exit, خرج. The next one is to come. There are also different ways to say to come in Arabic. I'm going to show the highly used ones. So to come, جاء. Pay attention here, for this verb is 3-letter containing verb and it's end with alif with hamza. So this is treated in a different way in Arabic as shown here. And in my own Saudi dialect, we pronounce it a bit different from the way how we conjugate it in the modern standard Arabic. So in my Saudi dialect, I put the conjugation between practic, while in the modern standard Arabic is the first conjugations you see. Then the next verb means to come. Ata is also 3-letter containing verb, has a vowel at the end of it. Yeah, let's move to the next one. The next verb is to go. So there are different ways in Arabic to say to go. When we walk, when we travel, when we run, is so important part of the Arabic culture. And there are different ways to say to go. Even when we say to go, from the verb to go, you can understand, is it to go in the morning, or is it to go in the afternoon or noon, or is it in late night or at the end of the day? So it's so complicated to explain all these verbs in one shot. But what I want you to pay attention for, that you may face different words when you translate them in English. You find the same expression is to go, but they don't carry the same go meaning. It can be to go in the morning, like for example, أبكر, or to go at the end of the day, which means راحة, or just to go at any time, ذهب. I'm going to present here the top highly used ones in today's spoken dialects and their conjugations either in modern standard Arabic or today's spoken dialects if it's different. So the first one I would like to show, it is ذهب. ذهب is to go at any time. There is no really specificity for the time about the word ذهب. But this word is highly used in modern standard Arabic, not really in today's spoken dialects. The one that we really use in today's spoken dialects is the word راحة and the word طلع. However, راحة, if we associate it with the initial meaning to go in modern standard Arabic, it means to go at the end of the day, near the sunset time, or like at the last hours of daylight time. But in today's spoken dialects, we use it at any time. راحة in the morning, راحة in the evening, راحة at night, it's to go at any time. Okay? The next one is طلع. طلع is actually meaning like to go out, to go upstairs, for example, to go up, or to exit. If you notice that it is to go out, like the sun go out, right? Or to go up when the sun rises up, or to exit, the sun exits from the dark time to the daytime. So in the modern standard Arabic, we use the word طلع in the meaning to go when it is in the early time of the day. However, in today's spoken dialects, we use it at any time. Let's see the next one, which is the verb to arrive. وصل. The thing you wanted to pay attention, this is a 3-letter containing verb. Start with a vowel letter, so we need to remove the wa from the beginning, then we conjugate. Let's to go to the last batch of verb on this lesson, the verb to stand. وقف. This is the modern standard Arabic pronunciation. وقف. In my Saudi dialect, I say وقف. This is a 3-letter verb starting with a vowel letter, so we remove wa and then we conjugate. The next one, to sit. جلس. The next one is to go to sleep. So to sleep, رقد. In my Saudi dialect, رقد. The next one, نام. This is 3-letter containing verb and it contains a vowel. Just pay attention for the conjugation. What I wanted to understand here for the verb nam, comparing to the verb raqad, both of them used in today's spoken dialects. It depends on the area, but most of Arabs today, when they are speaking, they are using the verb nam in the meaning to sleep. But in my dialect, I use raqad and I used nam. Yeah, we came to the end of this lesson. In the next lesson, we are going to study the location prepositions and adverbs. It will be a lot of fun like when we say in, on, out, at, outside, inside, so don't miss it. Before you leave, please subscribe to my channel, give the video a thumb up if you like it and found it useful, share it with friends and family who are interested in learning Arabic, write in the comment section your opinion, your question, I'm waiting for them. And please follow me on my page on Instagram, Learn Arabic with Hana. Thank you for watching. شكرا على المشاهدة. مع السلامة. Goodbye.